CPS homesteadings or CPS homesteading communities in you. This is what we're going to talk about. You got to understand something. People are becoming more and more vile, more and more wicked, more and more treacherous in this day and age. Personally, what I do is, I'm not actively doing anything against anybody, planning or plotting or doing anything malicious physically or calling up people or none of that stuff. Because, hey, we live in a world where people that are demonically topped off and are full of envy and jealousy, this is what they do. Me personally, I try and make sure that, number one, I conduct myself in such a manner that nobody can make any allegation against. See, anybody can make an allegation, right? But to prove with receipts, to prove with documentation, to prove with text messages, to prove with videos, to prove with something that the people can see, look at it, and it's unedited, and they can say, you know what, this person is not who they said that they were, right? Something along them lines. Testimonies. I attempt to make sure that first and foremost, I'm that way. And then when I look at others and I see people that claim to be angels, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Or people that's referred to them as angels and pastors and apostles and prophets and I tell you, but they have not one testimony of anybody else that has ever said, you know what, this man is a angel in Yah. Never seen it once. But what I attempt to do is expose people for their own hypocrisy, using their own words and their own lifestyle to let the people know. Because these people, they're already gone. They're not going to change their mind. The idea is to let the people know what hypocrisy, what a stage playing hypocrite looks like. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on, again, the reason why I'm making this video is people that call Child Protective Services on homesteaders, people or individual or family or families that's living on a piece of land that's attempting to or are doing the will of the Father by being self-sufficient and being set apart from this world, set apart from this system. And you have people, whether associated with them or live with them or know them, people that get angry and jealous and very vengeful in their hearts. The first thing that they do, or one of the things that they do, is they go and they turn around and they call the law, okay? They call the system, because what they want to do is they want to, because see, you'll know it by its results as well. Always look at the results. Don't, people, I tell people all the time, I look at results. I don't care about what somebody thought. It's like the guy on V for Vendetta, when he walked into the woman's bedroom, the lady that was performing the experiments on him, and he walked in her bedroom, and he was coming up to take her life, and she said on her bed, "Listen here, this is what I intended. We had so much hope for, the experiments that we were doing," and he kindly and respectfully said to her, I'm not here for what you thought or what you intended to do. I'm here to deal with of what you actually did. You see? Because see, that changes the perspective, that changes the lens on what you're dealing with. Because see, somebody can have good intent, but if ill will came out and they and when you look back at it, everything that was evil that they did, you know what truly was in their heart. And she got off easy in that movie. But you're dealing with people that are spiteful, are vengeful, and one of the things that they'll attempt to do is they'll try and take your children. They'll try and get the system to take your children away from you. Now, me personally, I would, you know what I mean? I would have to see some, I would have to have a, you know, I mean, all types of proof and stuff before I would ever do such a thing. And I want to make sure that, hey, it's just without a shadow of a doubt when somebody walked into somebody's house. I mean, it would just have to be so clear that if a random person showed up, because that's what they do. They don't schedule an appointment. They just show up. Do you understand? They don't say, well, you know, we're going to be out there between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock on Saturday morning with our police officers and stuff. They just come. And people don't understand that. They just come out of nowhere. There is no warning. You don't get any phone calls, text messages, or anything. They come. So whatever state that you're in, that's the lens that and it's designed to do that so that you can't prepare for them and hide and put things in place and clean up and all of this other stuff. You can't do that when they're there. People don't know that. People think CPS scheduled an appointment. No, it don't work that way. You know how I know? Because I've been through it myself. I don't speak from the perspective of a YouTube video or something or with somebody. That's my testimony myself. They come, they don't warn you. Because you're out here and you have guns, you know what I'm saying? They get people set up. They had people set up, okay? They had police officers. They came with enough force to overwhelm anything that they perceived that I had going. Because, of course, you know what I'm saying? The cabins and everything or whatever, they don't know. They coming. They come with force. And so my concern is that after they come, right? Because, see, an allegation has been made. Right? An accusation has been made that the children have been living or are living in a dangerous environment. So therefore they have to be removed from that environment and put into the system. So after the people with no warning come with force and they come and check out the situation. They come and check it out. And they say there is nothing illegal, immoral, unethical. These children are being taken care of, and they leave. One shall not rise up against another by the mouth of two or more witnesses, let every word be established, right? So we have the witness of the parents or the community themselves that say nothing was going on, this is unwarranted. And now you have this government agency that also comes in and says, you know what? Nothing has gone on here. This is unwarranted. We're going to pack up our things. We're going to close this case down. We may put a notation that we've been out there, but as opposed to this allegation, there's no validity to it. That's another eyewitness testimony. Do you think that these people get up and say, you know what, I apologize for this situation and I repent? And you think they do that? See that they go on like nothing never took place. They go on like, and they're totally justified in their mind once the allegation has been proven to be false. You're dealing with a very, very wicked people when such a thing occurs. It's like a woman that, because she's mad at a man, accuses that man of essaying her, right? And then it comes to find out that that never took place because she was lying. Now, do you think that this is a major problem in the Western industrialized civilization, or do you think it's just a trivial matter? Now, a lot of people would say, oh, well, you know, I mean, these sick people. I mean, these sick people, you know what I'm saying? I mean, be mindful of people who make these kind of malicious false allegations because they're there to destroy. A woman that accuses a man of doing such a thing when she know that he hasn't done it is a very vile person. Stay away from them. Stay away from everybody that associates with them because they're all wicked. They're all going down. You got a person that is accusing another man or a family of neglecting their children and Child Protective Services comes out and they find nothing. You're dealing with a wicked person. You're dealing with a vile person. Now, did they repent? Did they get up and they say, you know what, this allegation was not true. I repent and I apologize. Do you ever hear anybody saying that when it comes to the accusation of assaulting a woman or the accusation of this man or this family abused their children? Have you ever seen one person get up and repent and apologize and make any type of restitution to the situation? You know, when it comes to find out, you know, at least in the situation with me, the person who did it, I look at their children now. Now, the amazing thing is that these people were so-called Hebrews. These people were so-called Israelites. See, you see the problem? You see the problem? These people, they claim to know the law. But see, what I've noticed is that when adversity and controversy hits and somebody's ass is on the line, or they don't want to go with a judgment or do what is clearly right, they always go back and they always want to pass, and they'll say, well, I'll get it right next time. You know, that thought process that goes into somebody's mind when they say, we've all had this wicked thought process. I'll get it right the next time. You shouldn't steal a piece of gum out of the store or go into somebody's house and pick up a piece of candy without asking for it. But, you can't get a pass on that. They equate that with attempting to ruin somebody's life, ruin the child of somebody's life. You know, these people, child custody and group homes. It ain't like when I was there. I grew up in a group home. The group homes back then ain't like the group homes and the foster care system today. It is not the same. Pretty much is sad. People that make accusations, child support and sexual assaults, those are the worst of the worst. Guard yourself.